One thing I will never understand is why the Genshin community always seems to have an issue with something. Whether it's rewards, unique characters, they will not shut up their mouths. And fair enough, some of these issues are actual issues, like, you know, the whole Natlan thing with the character design. I get that 100%. I am with you on that. I'm not saying everything the Genshin community call out is bad, but there are times where it's a bit pathetic. And this time we're talking about the Mavuika leaks and playstyle. Now, before we start this video, I know I'm not supposed to talk about leaks as a Ohio creator, but I'm not even a Ohio creator on YouTube because my application has been waiting for like a month. But at the same time, I am doing this for the good of Genshin Impact. So if I get Ohio creator taken away from this, then that's a bit weird. But anyways, as you may or may not know, Mavuika rides a motorbike in her kit. It's a whole thing. She attacks with it. She, you know, she travels with it. She flies with it. And a lot of people do not like that. They think that it doesn't apply to the genre well. They think that it ruined the game's themes. It ruined the game's image. And it's not a quote-unquote fantasy game anymore. Which is just such an insane thing to say. Because we are getting unique kits and it looks insane, right? And the hate on this is just so annoying because it just proves that people will always have something to complain about. And let's look at the newest character, Chaska. Why does none of this apply to her? She flies on a revolver, a massive revolver. And that's not an issue at all from what I've seen. But when people saw the Mavuika gameplay stuff, they've realized, you know what? I'm going to decide that today I'm going to be a hater and I'm going to hate on this for the sake of hating on it. I don't like how it looks modern. I don't like how it looks like this. Just shut up, man. But honestly, as much as I've got a problem with this, I also can see where some people are coming from, right? The hate is still really, really annoying, but I do understand that. Like, I think this is such a missed opportunity to make Mavuika ride like a massive, like, flaming horse and attack on that, because that would genuinely would fit better, in my opinion. Like, if she was like on some like fire horse, I don't know how to explain it, but you've seen them before. Like, it would have so much aura, it would be so sick. I don't know how much a motorbike fits her, but at the same time, it's Genshin Impact, it's a game. They have to do unique stuff to get their product out. It's really that simple. And as much as I hate to say, Genshin Impact has strayed away from the typical fantasy genre, like, ever since Fontaine. Like, we started to get guns and everything. Like, come on, like, it's time that we just move on. And we accept the new era of Genshin Impact of not being this really, really, you know, old-timey, like, Eastern European, like, babushka, fucking Baba Yaga type game. You know what I'm saying? And as much as people want to hate on that, if I'm honest with you, I do not want to see the same weapons and shit overused over and over again. And that's why I'm really happy that recently characters just don't use their weapons anymore. The weapons there are basically for show because every single character now has got like their own version of the weapon. Or they don't use the weapon at all. And that is simply because Genshin Impact have just simply exhausted every option. Like, we have 5 weapon types in the game. We have literally exhausted every single attack plan using those weapons. As much as I hate to say it, I don't want to see any more sword swinging. I don't want to see more Claymore 360 spinning. I don't want to see more like regular bow shooting. Because that playstyle got boring years ago. People want unique stuff. It makes sense. I want unique stuff. When I saw Mavuika on that motorbike, I wasn't going, it's awful. Get rid of it on my screen. No, even though this is goofy and stupid, it's going to be so much fun. And people need to learn to have fun and not have to have this really weird perception when it comes to games that they have to be a specific way for them to be good. We have flying characters in Genshin now. Like, it's like, come on, man. Now, yes, the jump from having the characters we have now to Mavuika having a motorbike, that jump is insane and it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? But who cares? It'll probably be explained in the quest. It's probably made by Jalonin using the phlogiston, whatever. It will have its explanation, don't worry. It's not going to be something that comes out of nowhere that she got magically. And if it is, that's kind of stupid, but still. It's not going to be something that comes out of nowhere and ruins the entire story of the game, of the lore. Even though like only like 10% of the players actually care about the lore. I am part of that 10%. So before you say, oh, well, you don't care about the lore, so your opinion doesn't matter. I do. And there is going to be some explanation behind it. There is going to be some reasoning behind this. And when it comes to Archons, they are usually like the best at what that nation provides. So if we look at Fontaine, we have the Arc, like, Numa mechanic. And Farina switches between both. And she's the only one who can do that because that's like the Archon thing. Same thing's going to be with Mavuika. Because of the Night Soul points, she's going to have like pretty much the mechanics of every single one. She's going to be that whole package. So you don't have to pull for a different character. And she's going to have insane value because she's going to do the same things that another character can, and another character can, and another character can. The reason she has a motorbike that flies is because she needs to fulfill the roles of every other tribe thing in Natlan right now, which is going to be able to go over water fast, to fly fast, and to climb fast. Now, yeah, a motorbike may not be the best way to do it, but in my opinion, it looks flashy, it looks amazing, and it just brings something new to the table. We knew for a while that Mavuika was going to be a Claymore character. No one in the game wants to see a Claymore attacking character that just attacks with a Claymore, right? We got D-Luke in 1.0. We got tired of that playstyle so fast. And if you're part of that player base that wants, you know, I don't want this motorbike nonsense. I don't want any of this. it looks stupid, and it's not going to make me play the game, then that's on you. But the thing is, you don't have to pull for Mavuika. Genshin Impact is a single player game. It's not PvP. It's not like you have to encounter someone using Mavuika and like they try to run you over or something and then it's like a pay to win bullshit thing. It's not that way. You do not have to interact with that content if you don't want to. And that's the most important thing to me and what I see it as. Why complain? The character doesn't fit your ideal. The character's not your thing. The character's not your type. The game doesn't force you to spend money on it. If you don't want to spend money on Mavuika and you want to spend money on a different character, Lali's coming as well. So what's the issue, right? It's not like she's the only one that's going to come for that whole patch. We're getting Lali as well. So why complain about something that you don't have to complain about, G? Like, you look stupid and you're complaining over, complaints are a nothing burger. If you don't want to adhere to that character's playstyle, you don't have to. It's not like you're going to have to see her everywhere, and if you don't pull her, your account's going to be a mess. I'm sure you'll be fine without Mavuika. If you don't want to play her, if you don't want to pull for her, if you don't like her playstyle, you don't have to pull for her. Not going to affect me, not going to affect anyone, right? Because there will still be people that will pull for her, including myself. So yeah, maybe I might be a bit biased on it because I do actually agree with, like, this change more than I don't agree with it. Even though a part of me does not agree with it, as yes, I do agree. It might be too forward for Genshin at this time. In my opinion, it definitely probably needed a bit more build-up when it comes to, like, making characters crazier and crazier than jumping from flying on mystical objects straight to modern ass motorbike, which looks sick, but it's modern, right? It obviously looks modern. It's inspired by real motorbikes, that's obvious. So I do get your concern there, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. We need to stop complaining about everything because the design is cool, it looks cool, it doesn't take away from the experience that much, and if you don't want that, you don't have to pull for it because it's a PvE game. You don't have to interact with people. You don't have to verse Mavuika in a 1v1 scenario. As dumb as that sounds. So what I want to say is, just lock in, bro. It'll all be okay. Plus, we're literally in the beta right now. Like, her whole thing could basically change if people don't like it that much. Honestly, it even might change. But I don't think it'll change that much since her kit is basically all fleshed out. So yeah, if you liked the video, like the video and subscribe. All that commenting beautifulness. If you didn't like the video, then don't like it then. I don't know what to tell you.